Hey, hey, it is Sunday night, so guess what that means? We are live with Learning with Lynn. I'm Lynn Huber.
And I'm Richard.
And this is Richard. We want to welcome you all out today. If you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so we know you are here. So today we are going to talk about get a brochure to every customer and follow up every campaign. Those two things are critical to your business, and I bet you know why. Why, right? Because that's how you're going to make sure your business continues to grow. So let me do some things. I'm going to move this around, and I'm going to take that off. So now you can see my screen. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. Hi, Judy. Good to see you. Glad you guys are here. So we're looking at my screen. This is my blog, onlinebeautybiz.com. If you're new and you're just getting started, you would want to click on Getting Started up here at the top. There's a lot of really great information in there about how to set up your website, how you get paid, all of that, all about the information about Avon. And what we're going to do today, if you ever have questions about anything, you can come to this blog and you can go to this search right here and you can type in whatever you want to learn about. Or there's categories down here. So follow-up, fundraising, getting started, all different kinds of things. If you're on a phone, that whole column is going to be at the bottom. It would be at the bottom of these posts. So that whole side column would be down here at the bottom of the post. So just so you know. So today we're going to talk about get a brochure to every customer and follow up every campaign. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. Hi, Karen. Happy you guys are all here. So we are talking about get a brochure to every customer and follow up every campaign. So we are working on the daily 8 system. And before we get too far, I want to go over that daily 8 system real quick. There's really only really 4 steps. I have 5 here. But to grow your Avon business, number 1 is you need a prospect for new customers and recruits. Because if you don't get new people to talk to, how's your business going to grow, right? So number 1 is prospecting for new customers and recruits. Number 2 is getting a brochure to every single customer, every single campaign, and that can be paper or digital. Number 3, follow up with every customer you gave a brochure to every campaign before you place your order. And number 4, take the order, submit it to Avon, deliver to your customer, or send them to your online store and they can place their order there and Avon will deliver to them. Hey, Sarah. Hi, Anitra. Welcome back. Anitra's been camping, so she's back to the real world and back to building her business. So then that's just those 4 things, right? Prospect, get a brochure to everybody, follow up, take the order, deliver or have Avon deliver. And then number 5 is just rinse and repeat. You just do those same steps over and over and over again. It's not rocket science, you guys. It's just those 4 things over and over and over again. I mean, you're going to get so good at it, it's just going to be routine. You're just not going to have to worry about it because you know what you're doing, right? So if you do those, you'll have a strong business. So we have our daily 8 system, and I'm going to click on this right here. You can click here or you can click here to download the daily 8 or print this sheet. I want to tell you, I did edit it a little bit today. So basically you get points for doing things. What I edited is after seeing you guys and your responses and what you're doing every week, I decided that rather than just 1 point for getting 3 names, I'm going to give you 1 point for every 3 names. So if you get 6 names, that's 2 points. If you get 9 names, that's 3 points, okay? Prospecting for team members, same thing. You have to have their contact info, but 1 point for every 3 names. So if you get 6 points, 6 names, that's 2 points. So that's a chance for you to get more points. And then follow up with them 2 to 3 days after meeting them. This is not your campaign follow-up. This is I just met you 2 days ago. I gave you a brochure. I'm just checking in to see if there's anything you wanted. And then you're still going to put them on your regular follow-up that you will be doing every campaign at the end of 2 or 3 days before your order goes in. That would be your follow-up. So you've got your prospects, your new customers, new team members, prospects. You're going to follow up with them 2 to 3 days later. Now you're going to add them to your system. So you're going to make sure they get a brochure every campaign. They get follow-ups every campaign. And then you will place your order. That's really only going to happen once a campaign is that you're going to place your order. So you get 1 point for that. So let's just say you place your order on on a Thursday, and every other Thursday is your order date, then maybe on Tuesday or Monday, that's when you would do your follow-up calls and texts, and you would schedule them, and then you would get 1 point. And we talked about this in a lot more detail, last week. So I'll come back to that in a minute. You're gonna, and I'm gonna give you a point for placing your order with Avon, because it's always a good thing to place your order, right? And then you're gonna get a point for sorting and delivering your customer orders. That's a one-time deal, except if you have a whole bunch of orders and you're delivering some today and you're delivering some tomorrow, you can get a point for each one of those, right? Each day that you're actually delivering. Passive prospecting, putting brochures out door to door, various business, etc. You can get a point for that. Passive prospecting, posting on, scheduling your posts on social media, you get a point for that. If you do an event or a show or a party or a Facebook party, you can have a point for that. I'll give you 1 point for every new representative you bring into your business, because that's a huge way to grow your business. And then once you start recruiting people and you start building your team, you get a point for doing your training contacts with those new people. And then a point for reviewing your leadership reports and maybe doing things like recognition or seeing who hasn't placed an order and following up with that kind of stuff. And then 1 point for business training, that's Avon U, Online Beauty Biz, or anywhere you go to say, to get more training on how to be a better salesperson or how to grow your business, or, that's like nuts and bolts training, right? Anywhere. Facebook Lives. Avon does a lot of Facebook Lives almost every day. Avon USA representatives, or Avon does webinars. Those all count as trainings. And then personal development, you get a point for that. And I do most every day I do a Facebook Live, and most of the time, sometimes it's directed directly to my customers and it's me selling Avon, but most of the time it's about personal development, and it's usually 5 to 10 minutes. And if you watch that, you can count that as your personal development. Or if you read a book, or you watch a video or anything that's going to help you become a better person and grow your personal development, you get a point for that. So let's see, Anitra. I'm proud to say a friend of my dad's wants I assume you mean brochure. Oh, brochure from me. Found out this morning. Awesome. Way to go. And then Karima says, I printed all my sheets, all 9 pages after getting my new printer today. Way to go. Awesome. That's great. So this is the Daily 8 plan. The only difference is now you can have 1 point for every 3 names instead of 1 point a day for prospecting, on both for team members and customers. Okay, so that's the Daily 8 plan. And then once you're doing the Daily 8 with us, I want you to know everybody is welcome. Everybody. This is a kind of an incentive, promotion, whatever you want to call it, that we're doing with everybody who wants to join us. All Avon reps are welcome. You don't have to be on our team. We're going to support you whether you're on our team or not. We're here to help you grow your business, and we really believe that this Daily 8 plan will help you do it. And so here, if you want to be a part of this incentive, then here's where you can log your weekly numbers. Just click this link. Actually, it opens up and it goes to a form that you just fill out. Okay, and you do that at the end of the week, like Saturday or Sunday. And I'll send out an email or I'll remind you on Facebook that, hey, it's time to fill out your Daily 8 tracking, okay? And then be sure to join our Online Beauty Biz Facebook group. I'm in several. I know I'm in the Utah Avon Reps, and of course we have our team Facebook group. But if you want to be a part of this incentive, I need you to be in the Online Beauty Biz group. That's this one. See, and today we did some recognition. So Chris Merrill, she does something Avon related every day. Ellery Alimo, she submitted her tracking form. It was a little bit vague, so I'm at least recognizing her for doing it. Bernice Seymour got $171 online order. Way to go, Bernice. And Sherry got campaign mailer set up, and she's working on getting her system set up. So you guys, way to go. Good job. I'm excited for all of you. So here's just a little more if you want to learn more about that. So that's the Daily 8 system. So today we're working on steps 2 and 3, working with our customers and potential customers every day. So that's up here, getting a brochure to every customer, every campaign, and following up with every customer you gave a brochure to every campaign. So that's what we're talking about today. And so we hope you've been meeting new people and collecting their contact information and plugging them into your system. And so if you need help with building that system, see this post here. And if you click on it, it opens up. This is what our last week Facebook Live was about. So this is just a recap of our last week Facebook Live, and you can find that all here, okay? And that's how to get your system set up, how to get everything set up. So now we're going to work on getting a brochure to every customer. So Anitra says, if your printer is also a copier, make copies of the form. It will help. Yes, you don't have to print the whole document. You know, you might print it once just to have it, but then you don't have to print the whole document every time. You just need the form. So you can just print that page. You can just, you know, go file print and just choose that page only. Or you can, like Anitra says, you can use your printer like a copier and make copies of that form. And Sherry says, congrats, you all. And congrats to you too, Sherry. So we're going to talk about campaign mailer now. And so Sherry already got her set up. But if not, I mean, if maybe you'll still learn something here that might help you. So I use campaign mailer to mail a brochure to every single customer. It doesn't matter if they live next door to me or a block away or in another town or another state. They still get their books from me by a campaign mailer. I don't put them in the orders. I mean, we do actually. When we deliver their orders, we do put brochures in them, but we do not count that as getting a brochure to them. Everybody gets a brochure in campaign mailer. That's how we know everybody got one, okay? Because it's just in. And so it keeps my system easy. I never need to wonder who I got a brochure to and who I didn't. And so when I first started using campaign mailer, I had to figure out which of their mailing schedules I wanted to use. They have quite a few. I think they have 6 or something. And I placed my personal order on the first day of the campaign. So right now we're in campaign 16, and it's going to end on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, the 21st, right? So my campaign 17 order is going to go in on Wednesday, the 22nd. It's actually the very first day of the campaign, but that's when I place my orders. You can place your order anytime during the whole 2 weeks of the campaign. And I suggest you figure out what day you want to do it and keep it the same day every campaign. So I place my order on the very first day of the campaign. So I'm going to place my order on the 22nd, and then I'm going to place my order every 2 weeks from there. Every other Wednesday. You could do it on Monday. You could do it whatever day of the week works best for you. Figure that out, because it's going to be really important for you to know that so that you can build your system around it. And also your customers get used to you going in the same time all the time. They know that my order goes in every other Wednesday. So every other Monday they get a reminder from me, you know, and so they know that, right? So this is the schedule of the campaign mailer. And if I click on it, it actually opens campaign mailer, because this is the schedule as of right now today. It could change. I mean, as time goes by, that, you know, obviously these campaigns, there's campaigns there, and those campaigns won't be effective anymore. So this is actually campaign mailer's website. This is their schedule. They have an A mailer, which is the earliest mailer. They have a B mailer, which they call early, a C mailer, which is the middle, D mailer, which is the middle, E mailer, and F mailer. So I tried different ones, and I always include myself in my campaign mailer list so that I also get a brochure. Then I know when my customers got it. And you need to know that you have to plan this out, because they're like, because it's bulk mail. Bulk mail can take 2 weeks for the brochure to get to your people. And so they have to be mailed early. So like, for instance, campaign 17 is right here, and I use the C mailer. This is just what I use because that's what's worked for me the best. So campaign 17, they had to be mailed on July 2nd, and campaign 17 doesn't even start until July 21st. So can you see how early you have to do these? So campaign 18, I did mine on July 16th. I just did that for campaign 18. So that's the schedule. And so once you figure out, try the different ones until you find the one that works the best for you based on when you're going to be placing your order. And then once you pick which one you want, you actually can click up here and you can get yourself to sign up for reminder emails. So you can click which schedule you want, And then they will remind you, hey, just a reminder, if you're going to do the C-mailer for this campaign, you need to let us know by this date, right? But then put that in your calendar too. Whatever day you end up doing, put that in your calendar as a repeating event every 2 weeks that you got to get your campaign mailer brochures done. So, okay, so back to here. So once I figured it out, I set up a reminder in my calendar for every other Thursday on the dates that the mailer is due so that I would never miss a brochure. And then on that Thursday, I log into Campaign Mailer and I edit my label. I'm not actually going to go into Campaign Mailer because all of my customers are in there, and this is, you know, an Facebook Live that anybody in the world can see. But on your label, you can put whatever you want on there. So the way I have mine set up, it's a little small. Don't know if you can really see it. So, so mine says Lynn and Richard Huber on line 1. On line 2, I have my phone number and our email address. On line 3, I have Shop Campaign 17 online 7/21 through 8/3. That way they know, and even though it might be a customer that I'm actually placing an order for and delivering to, I still, every one of these has the shop it online dates. Because if they were to go to my website, I want them to know that that's the dates, because if they go to my website and they go, well, that it's not that price, then they would already know, oh, it'll be tomorrow, it will be that price, okay? And then free shipping with a $60 order. I give them my website to shop at, youravon.com/Lynn Huber. And then I also say sell Avon, and I have youravon.com/Lynn Huber. So, because I want to remind them that they can sign up to sell Avon too, right? So let me get this kind of back to normal size. So then you can put whatever you want on your label. And so, you know, I just find that it's less confusing for my customers. So when they go to the online store, the pricing matches what the brochure says. And my customers get that reminder from anyway. They've gotten the brochure in the mail, so they already know. They actually get that brochure the week before our order goes in, right?
Yeah.
So they already got it in the mail, so they already know I'm going to be placing my order the next week. So I don't necessarily have to have dates on it. So and then on Monday, they get the reminder that my order's going in. So it's not a big deal, right? It really isn't. And so for me, using the C-mailer schedule gets them to the week before I place my order. And so once I change the information on my label and I save that, so it's like big enough for you guys to see. Once I change the information on my label and I save that, then I choose the mailer I want. And so one thing you need to know is my system lists are updated daily. So if I get a new customer, I come home, I have my 3 names or however many names, because I went out and met people. As soon as I get home, I immediately add them to Campaign Mailer. I immediately add them to my text follow-up system. I immediately add them to my email systems. So as soon as I get home, I do that. And then if one of my customers signs up to be a rep, I take them out of all those systems. Or if they, unfortunately, I've had some die lately with this COVID thing. And so if they die, I take them out of my systems as soon as I know that. Or if they tell me they don't want to receive them anymore or whatever, I take them out as soon as I know that. So every single day I update everything. And so when I come in here on that Thursday, I don't have to worry about who gets it. It's already in there and it's already current and up to date. So I go in here and now I've logged in, and this is what it looks like after you log in. And then you choose which mailer you want. So I'm going to choose Campaign 17 C-mailer. And then it will automatically take all of the people you have on your list. If you want to, you can create a group. Like if you only want to send it to a couple, you could create some sort of a group that whatever, A group or B group or whatever you want. I mean, and you can add customers to that group. And so you can actually send the customers to a group rather than to everybody. But I send them to everybody. And then I just click on review order. It opens another page, and then you just click on them. It's like a credit card symbol. You just click on that to pay. And boom, then they go. Then they get them mailed out for you. So Sherry says, boy, did I goof up. Well, that's how you learn, Sherry. You screw up and then you know what doesn't work, right? But I'm hoping, that what I'm teaching you here will help you. I'm hoping that will help you. So and if you think you screwed up, then hopefully now you know what you did or what you need to do, right? So there's also options in here. You could choose campaign C-mailer with, and I'm not kidding, like you can choose a campaign C-mailer with the Clinical iLift Pro sample, or you can choose a campaign C-mailer with the flyer. You get to choose whatever you want, but just know that they cost more money. So you decide for yourself what you want to mail, okay? If you're planning to hand deliver your brochures, then pick a day when you're going to be delivering your brochures, and be sure to put that on your calendar as a recurring task every 2 weeks, so you know that every 2 weeks you need to be delivering those brochures. Some reps like to put the brochure in the bag when they're delivering orders, and if that's what you want to do, and you want to count that as you get in their book, you're going to have to figure out a system so you know who got a brochure and who didn't. Because, like, let's just say you have 100 customers on your list and maybe 8 of them ordered. You're going to give those 8 books to those people in their order. You need to have a system to know who you gave them to and who you didn't. So the other, 92 of them still get books, right? What I did back in the day when I did that years ago, I used to print labels for all my customers, and I'd print a label, and then, if we put them in their book, we tore the label off the sheet, and then all the ones that were still on there we knew needed to get a brochure. But however you do that, you could have a list. You could print off a list, and then you can check them off as you get them brochures. Karima says, I'm trying to follow you on my tablet. Well, I hope that you're able to follow me. This is obviously recorded. This is a Facebook Live, so you can come back and watch this, and you can pause it and do whatever you need to do, right? If you're trying to figure it out. So, but I appreciate you being here. So that's the thing, you've got to get brochures to everybody. So if you're using a digital brochure, again, same thing. Pick a date when you're going to be texting or otherwise messaging your brochures, however you're going to get the digital brochure out to them. And be sure to put that in your calendar as a recurring event every 2 weeks, because you need to do that the same every time, right? If you're using Project Broadcast, this is easy. If you click here on Project Broadcast, it will take you to another page where I talk more about Project Broadcast and how I use it and what it costs and all of that, okay? But I have a text list. So in Project Broadcast, what you do is you can tag people. So you can tag them with as many tags as you want. So like, for instance, I might have a customer who I have tagged as Sell Avon because they're on my Sell Avon list. They're interested in finding out more about selling Avon. And then they might be tagged as Avon customer because they're getting a book from me every campaign. Or they might be tagged as Avon book because I'm texting a book to them. And so one customer can have a whole bunch of tags. But so when I'm getting ready to send out my text to my Avon book list, I'm going to schedule a new text, and I'm going to say something like this: hey, welcome to campaign 17, now available in my online store through whatever date, shop at your link. You can browse the online virtual book at, and then put your digital brochure link. If there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. And so I send that the first day of the campaign. So it's online actually a day earlier than we can place an order. So it's on a Tuesday. So this coming Tuesday, the 21st, all of my digital book people are going to get a text saying, welcome to campaign 17, right? Now available in my online store through August 3rd. Shop at my store link. And so that's what I'm going to do. And so every campaign, they're going to get that, okay? Karima says, I got it. Anitra says, my list of people is still small, so I keep it on my electronic note. That's fine. However, whatever works for you. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. I hope that those of you that haven't already joined us on the Daily 8, I hope that you will. I hope that you will join us because this is available for everybody. We're here to help you. Okay, so that was number 2 up here, right? We prospected for new customers, and number 2, we got a brochure to every single customer, every single campaign. So now number 3, we're going to follow up with every customer. So that's down here. So now we're going to follow up with every brochure that you give out. So ideally, again, you're going to know what day of the campaign you're placing your order, and then schedule that day in your calendar to repeat every 2 weeks. and then schedule when you're going to do your follow-ups. So my order goes in on Wednesday. I do my follow-ups on Monday at 10 a.m. I have that all set up, okay? And so get in the routine of placing your order every other Tuesday or every other Wednesday or whatever day you do it, right? And then one thing, you can choose any day you want as long as it's within the 2 weeks of the campaign and as long as it's consistent. And I would suggest that you pick a day earlier in the campaign to minimize the possibilities for back orders and shorts. And plus, when you wait till the last minute, there's a lot of reps that wait till the last minute and it crashes Avon's website. So it's just, and then 2 to 3 days before you're placing your order is when you're going to do your follow-ups. And so in my system, I use Dial My Calls to send a pre-recorded voice message to anyone who I have only landline numbers for. And it's funny, I got a new customer yesterday, and she actually was a referral from Avon, and she tried to place the order online, couldn't figure it out, so she sent me a message to call her, so I called her, and so we're getting her a brochure, and actually she gave me an order, and I told her, I said, hey, I'm gonna add your number. I asked her, is this a cell phone or a landline? She goes, it's a landline. And I go, okay, well, I'm gonna add you to my reminder list. So, 2 days before my order goes in, you're just gonna get a pre-recorded message. You don't even have to talk to me. It's just a pre-recorded message letting you know. And she goes, okay, no problem. So I use the Dial My Calls, and the pre-recorded message just says, hey, just a reminder, this is Lynn with Avon. Just a reminder, my order's going in on Wednesday. If you want anything, please let me know by Tuesday. Okay. And then I use Project Broadcast to text everyone for whom I have mobile numbers, which is 95% of our customers is text, right? So it literally takes me less than 5 minutes to schedule all of it. So for my phone message, here it is, a 30-second message. It's under 30 seconds. Hi, this is Lynn, your Avon lady. Just a friendly reminder, my Avon order is going to go in this Wednesday. If you've already placed an order, thank you very much. If there's anything I can order for you, please let me know by Tuesday evening. If you don't need anything now, no problems. Have a great week. And there's my number. And if you'd rather not receive these messages, please let me know. Thanks for your support and have a great day. And so the customers, they hear my message. They don't even have to listen to the whole thing. A lot of them go, oh, it's Lynn, and they hang up. And then they call me if they wanted to place an order. And if they don't want to place an order, then they don't call me. No big deal, right? In Dial My Calls, I work the numbers, and in my opinion, as long as you keep your voice message under 30 seconds, because it's just 1 point for 30 seconds, it's actually cheaper to pay for the points on a pay-as-you-go package instead of using the monthly plan. But it depends on how many calls you're making a month. So, you might want to look at that. But for me, it's cheaper to just do the pay-as-you-go because I really only do, I think it's 14 calls every campaign or something. But so then my text reminders, I have all my customers tagged in Project Broadcast with the tag Avon customers. And so my text that goes out, I just send it to everyone with that tag, and I include an image. And usually it's just an image. Like I use all different ones. Sometimes pictures that I found online, like there's one of Lucille Ball that says, hi, Ethel, I'm placing my Avon order. And, just something silly, right? Or something, you have pictures of Avon, whatever you want. The only reason I add pictures is that it text with pictures get a better response than text without. And also some cell phone companies will break up your message. I don't know if you've ever seen somebody send you a message and it'll come in 6 different segments and they're out of order and they're really hard to read. If you add a picture to that, that won't happen. It will go as what's called MMS, and it will stay together as one message. So I always add a picture. And I say, my customer reminder list says, hey, this is Lynn with Avon. Quick reminder, my campaign, whatever order goes in on Wednesday. If I can order for you, please let me know by tomorrow. Have a great day. Okay. And then I also, at the end of the campaign, I send another text to my Avon book list. And I do that on Friday before the campaign ends, because remember, the last day to order online is Monday. So on Friday before the campaign ends, I send my Avon book text to my Avon book list, and it says, just a reminder, campaign whatever's last day to order will be on Monday, and the date, shop at your store. On the Tuesday, the website will switch over to the next campaign, and you can browse the online virtual book and your link. So I know that's a lot of reminders, but well, it's really not. And it, like I said, literally takes less than 5 minutes to set up all those reminders one time. right? So if you're doing your follow-ups manually, you're going to have to maintain a list of everyone who's received a brochure, whether it's physical or digital, and then you're going to manually need to go down that list and call or text each person. Do not send a group text. You're going to only upset your customers if you do that, because if you send a text to 30 people and they all start responding, people are going to unsubscribe, or they're going to tell you to take you off your list or whatever. I mean, so don't do it as a group. You just don't make people happy that way. And so as your list grows, this is going to be harder and harder to do, and this can be cumbersome. This is where a lot of reps drop the ball, because they have 100 people on their list, and some have a whole lot more. I have a whole lot more than 100, but they have 100 people on their list, and they're like going to sit down and they're going to go, okay, I'm going to get this. I'm going to knock out this text and I'm going to get it out. And then they might get through 5 or 10 or 20 people, and then they get interrupted or they run out of time or whatever, and they don't make it through the list. And so I really, especially, even if you don't do the campaign mailer and all that other stuff, I strongly suggest that you use something like Project Broadcast and schedule your follow-ups, because they're like the most important thing for your business. Mm-hmm. They really are. So many times, I mean, how busy are we? All of us. So many times people will already have looked at the book, they'll found things they want, they might turn the pages over, and if you don't do that follow-up, 99 times out of 100, they're going to forget to call you, and eventually that book is going to get thrown away, and they're going to forget they even saw anything in there they wanted. And if you do that follow-up, I mean, it's huge. I don't know exactly what the percentage is, but quite a few of them are going to go, oh yeah, I did want something, and they're going to give you an order. And like Linda says, so true. She knows. Linda knows. So, life gets in the way, right? And so using a system guarantees that your business is going to continue to grow and thrive even when emergencies pop up. My mom's been gone a year now, just past that year mark. But before my mom passed, we were at the hospital with her a lot, in and out of the hospital. And because of systems and because I have all this, I was able to get all this set up and it didn't interfere. My business went on, whether my mom was in the hospital or wherever we were at, even when we were traveling or we were on vacation or whatever. These systems keep your business going, and your customers don't even know that you're out of town. Did you want to say something?
No.
Okay, so these follow-ups are critical to the success of your business. See? Linda knows. So it's important to take them seriously, because everyone is busy, right? They don't have time to do everything they want to do. And I just talked about all of this. So if you don't follow up, you're likely going to lose that order. So don't miss this critical step in your business. Anitra says, I think turning my list of people into a Word checklist or even an Excel list may help too. Anitra, it will help you a whole lot more if you set up something like Project Broadcast and just send it out as a group. It doesn't go out as a group. They all go out individually, but you just send it one time and boom, it's gone to all of your customers. But hey, you guys do what you want to do. I'm just telling you. So if you want a big business, it's important to treat it like a big business from the beginning. Even if you only have 3 names, treat them as though you have hundreds of names, because it's easier to set up that system when you're just starting and your numbers are small, and then that system will grow and it will allow you to grow easily and more quickly. And so the cost of your business is, those system is not going to cost you very much when your business is small. So you're not going to spend a lot of money sending out brochures and texts and whatever when you're not sending them to a lot of people. But as your business grows, then your system can grow with you, and of course the cost will grow with you too. And then the last thing here, as time goes by, you're adding all these names. Linda says, I love. Yeah, so do I. You would not believe the amount of money I'm spending with them, but I'm doing everything with it. But so let's just say you're adding 3 people to your list every day. So Monday you get 3 people, Tuesday you get 3 more, so now you have 6. Wednesday you get 3 more, so now you have 9. Thursday you get 3 more, so now you have 12. Friday you get 3 more, now you have 15. So that's 15 people. The next week you get 15 more people, now you have 30. Then week 3 you get 15 more people, now you have 90. So it's amazing how fast your business will grow if you work it. And I'm not even talking big numbers. I'm talking 3 a day, right? But over time, you're going to want to, manage your list, because you don't want to keep mailing brochures to people who haven't ordered from you, right? Or, you don't want to keep spending money for people who they're not really becoming your customer. Maybe they gave you their contact information, but they never ordered. So so I have a post right here where I explain how to manage it. And so I'll click on it, and I'm not going to go into big detail on it, but I just want you to know it's here. So basically, if it's a customer that I have not sold to, that just gave me their contact information and said, yes, I want brochures, if they have not ordered in 3 months, I remove them from Campaign Mailer. But when I remove them from Campaign Mailer, I add them to my Avon book list so that they then get the text. So I don't lose them totally, but I'm not going to spend the money to mail them a brochure if they haven't ordered. Once they place an order, I'll add them back to Campaign Mailer. And I go back and forth. So I'm adding people and taking people off all the time. If they have placed an order, I'm a little more generous. And so if they placed an order with me and now they're officially a customer, I usually give them 4 months before I take them off of Campaign Mailer. But so I take them off Campaign Mailer, I add them to the book text list, because that's only like 2 cents to text them as opposed to $1 something for Campaign Mailer, right? What's the cost for Campaign Mailer? Pricing. So it depends on how many you sell, how many you send, but mine is like in this 200 plus range. And so I'm paying $1.24 a brochure. So I'd rather spend 2 cents for a text than $1.24 for a brochure if they haven't placed an order. So if they're a customer and they've ordered from me before, I give them 4 months. And if they're not a customer, if they've never placed an order with me, I only give them 3 months. But then I remove them, I put them on my text list, and then if they place an order, then I add them back to Campaign Mailer. That's how I do it. And Sherry says, about how much are you talking? Well, Sherry, I'm going to freak you out. I spend over $100 a month on texting, but this is for my customers, for my prospects, for my team, I use it for everything. I send a lot of texts every month. But you could do Project Broadcast is the lowest is $10 a month, which gives you 500 I think. I have that in here somewhere. So Project Broadcast is the lowest is $10 a month, which gives you 500 points, and I think it's and then each one is like 2 cents. So you get 500 texts for that $10. That's what it is. So each text is 2 cents because it costs $10 for 500 points.
Linda says, yeah, it's 500.
And then that, like I showed you the pricing of the Campaign Mailer, it just depends on how many brochures you're sending. But like we talked about last week, if you were to take a brochure and stick it in an envelope and mail it, it's going to cost you more than $2, and then you still have to pay for the brochure. So you can mail one brochure with Campaign Mailer for $1.74, and the price of the brochure is included in that. You don't have to buy a brochure. So that's where the money, okay? Mm-hmm. So Linda says, great idea. And she says, yes, it's 500. Okay, thank you, Linda.
Anitra said something right about that.
And Anitra set up all her social media before she went camping.
Yeah.
And it worked out pretty good. Yeah. So the key, though, is just to set up the systems. I mean, they're not automatic. They don't, like, brochures don't just happen to automatically go out. You have to go in and you have to put a note in your calendar and say, mail brochures, And I mean, it literally takes 1 minute. I'm not kidding, 1 minute for my brochures. The only thing I do is update my label with the campaign dates. And then I click on which brochure I want. I click on send. I click on the credit card form. I click OK, done. That's to mail my brochures. And to send my text reminders, it's about that, maybe 2 minutes to send all 3 of those different ones. I do the dial my calls, and I do the text reminders to my Avon customers, and I do the text reminders that the Avon book is going to be ending on Monday. It takes less than 2 minutes to do all of those. And I'm done. And so it seriously is I can't even imagine doing it any other way, because if you want to have a big business, if you're not looking to have a big business, you guys, you don't have to do all this. But I'm guessing you're on here because you want to make more money, right? And if you just treat your business like a business, it will. What I love about our business is if you treat your business like a business, it will pay you, and then it will also pay you when you're not able to work your business, as long as you do it regularly, right? And then something happens, like I said, my mom's in the hospital, my business continues to pay me when I'm at the hospital with my mom. Or we go on a cruise. I mean, we went on a cruise for 2 weeks. We've been on a lot of cruises, but the longest one we've been on was 2 weeks to Hawaii. And 2 weeks we were on a cruise, and my customers never even knew that we were gone. They got their brochures, they placed their orders with me, I placed my order with Avon. I did it all from the cruise ship. I spent half hour to an hour every day on the ship doing a little bit of work, following up with customers, scheduling those things. And then if they sent me an order, I would respond to them, confirm it, and then I placed my order with Avon because I was gone a full 2 weeks. But literally, it didn't take me less than an hour a day, and I was able to live my life the way I want to live. And the difference is that 2 weeks of us being on a cruise wasn't my 2 weeks off of work, and I spent an hour working my business every day. That 2 weeks on my cruise was just 2 weeks out of my entire year that I don't have to work a job. Because I do that, because I spend a half an hour or an hour every day building my business, I can go do as many cruises as I want. This damn COVID would go away. So let's see. Judy says, that's not a bad price at all. Yeah, it's not. And Karen says, starting to get a lot of customers that want me to put in their orders and send it to their home anyway to make it easier. So you're putting it in online, like a direct delivery, and then they're being shipped directly to them. Actually, that's really cool. If you can get that. I have a customer in Florida that called me and said, I want you to place my order. And I called her back and got her voicemail and said, I'd be happy to do it if you want, because she said she didn't know how to use the website. So I said, give me a call back and I'd be happy to do it. We'll just set you up an account and we'll do it. I'll do it for you on the phone, right? I'll do it online while we're on the phone. But she hasn't called me back yet. So Linda says, love the idea for camping mailer. I was trying to keep everyone on it so I'm not mailing consistently. So on that, Linda, what I do is when I take them off, now keep in mind, I use my contact manager. I actually have a CRM, a customer relationship manager, only because I've had this for 20 years before Avon ever had it, right? But you have your address book in Avon now. You have your customer address book in Avon now. So when you remove them from Campaign Mailer, go to your Avon address book and make a note and say, removed from Campaign Mailer, added to Avon text list. And so you didn't lose them because they're getting texts, but then when they do place an order, then you add them back to Campaign Mailer. So this way you're updating your Campaign Mailer and your text list and everything pretty much every day, and you're staying on top of it. And so then you don't have to worry about which customers am I going to mail a brochure to. They're all in there, and boom, you just go in and send it. You just trust yourself because you did it, right? Something new, for those of you that Linda's going to probably get this. Some of you that are new might not, but let me just tell you this. One thing I'm doing now, and this is brand new, I've been doing this for the last 2 campaigns, is when I'm going through my Campaign Mailer, I set a time at the beginning of the month to go through my Campaign Mailer every month, and that's on my calendar too. And then what I do is I take every name, and I have a couple of windows open, and I have my customers, my address book open in one window, and because every time a customer places an order, I make a note of it so that I know when their last order was. And so I go through Campaign Mailer, I go first customer, Mary Brown, and I pull up Mary Brown in my address book and I see when was her last order. Oh, it's been more than 3 months, or she's never placed an order. So rather than just deleting her right now, I'm adding an extra step. And this is a little bit convoluted, but I'm adding an extra step. I'm creating a promotion for 1 week that says, that I just call it like a promo code, like July 10. And I do 10% off any $40 order. And so I add them to that promotion. All those people that I'm thinking that I'm going to probably take off of Campaign Mailer, I add them to that promotion. I only make the promotion for 1 week. At the end of the promotion, I put a note in my calendar to check it. And anyone who didn't place an order in that promotion, I just go through Campaign Mailer and do and delete them all. And so it's just one more step. It's just, for me, so far it hasn't worked, but I've only done it twice. So, I don't know. We need to give it some time. But for me, it's like, okay, well, maybe I can send them a promotion. I can give them a coupon for 10% off. Maybe they'll place that order. And then I won't have to delete them. So Judy says, exactly. And Karen says, yes. Oh, you guys are talking about doing it for online, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they want me to place their orders because they don't want to pay $8 for a lipstick. Well, yeah, I place a lot of orders for my customers. As a rep, I place my order once every 2 weeks. And I always have 10 to 20 to maybe even 30 customers that we deliver to every campaign. So, obviously I get customers when I can online, but we deliver too. And then they don't want to pay for, $8 shipping for that lipstick. They're going to pay $2 because I charge all of my customers, all of the customers we deliver to, I charge a $2 order processing fee, which helps cover my shipping, helps cover brochures, all of that. Okay. And Linda says, okay, thanks. And great idea. Okay, you guys, did I get anything? Do you have anything you want to add to all this? Mr. Huber?
Just like always, this is all going to be new to everybody, to many of you. But remember, you're starting out small, so just start creating these habits. Go in, take one of these blogs, and wherever you're going to start, and just chunk it down. Just take section by section so you understand how to do it. Even like Sherry did, go in and set up Campaign Mailer, get it set up, start to understand it, get in there and fiddle with it, play with it, and you'll understand it. And if you're doing it for 3 customers, it's pretty easy to do, getting things set up. But as you grow, and then you're going out and getting customers every day, you're adding to that list. So that list could end up to be 20 or 30 within a month. But you're getting yourself set up so that you understand the flow of it, how it works, and you're comfortable with it, as opposed to, oh my gosh, I have these 4 things I need to do today, and I don't understand anything about any of the 4 things. Do start doing small things, chunk it down, do small things every day, and eventually you'll be a pro at it. And
I promise, once you get the system set up, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
So Judy says, I was talking about wanting the COVID to hurry up and be done when I said exactly. Yeah, no kidding, huh? Yeah, let's go cruising, Judy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Right now, it's not looking good in Utah. So, and then Linda says, I just charge $1. Mm-hmm. Do you know what? I have seen people that charge $4 and $5. I'm just charging $2, and I have really gotten no pushback from it. I might have a customer that might say, they might give me an order for, I don't know, a $4 lipstick, $5.99 lipstick, and I add the $2 and I add the tax and I go, okay, that'll be 10 something, whatever. And the customer will go, how did it get that high from a $5.99 lipstick? And I tell them, well, it's $5.99 for the lipstick, $2 order processing charge, and ship and tax. And they go, oh, okay. And they don't even question it. They might question the total, but once they understand, they're not paying $8 for shipping. So most of them have no problem paying $2. Gosh, they know I'm delivering it to them, and I spend more than that in gas.
Yep.
So most of them don't have any problem with that. And Linda said, Judy said, no, it isn't. No, it isn't at all. And I wish this COVID would go away. I think we're in for a long ride with that. But we're all making do, and we're all making it happen. Our Avon business is going to continue on. Avon is bringing out some amazing new products. They got, I don't know if you guys watched the webinar. They did a webinar about some of the new safety products coming out. They've got more masks coming that are from locally sourced, from USA sourced. And they have shields and these are great for kids. So they're going to have kids' face masks. They're going to have shields, like hats with the plastic that come down for kids when they go to school. We're going to be selling them, and they're cute. So I don't know if you guys saw it, but you might want to check. You know, there was a webinar like a week ago where they talked about all this. So it's pretty exciting. And okay, great. I will increase it. There you go, Linda. I'm going to make you more money. And Karen says, I'm excited to start campaign mailer. Going to set it up tomorrow. Awesome. Awesome. You're going to love it. So you guys, I want to show you something. I have started a new category over here called Your Daily 8 System, right here. So if you click on that, all of our posts about the Daily 8 System will be there. So if you're just getting started on that, now it's going to be newest to oldest. So if you're just getting started on the Daily 8 System, you might want to start here and work your way through it. But I want you to know every one of you guys is welcome to join in with us on this. Every one of you. It's an incentive. But it's not an incentive like I don't have a big prize for you or anything like that. It's an incentive that's going to help you grow your business. But I'm also going to help you along. I'm going to cheer you. I'm going to give you recognition. I'm going to do everything I can to help you be successful and to support you and hold your hand as we go through this. So whether you're on our team or not, you are welcome to be a part of it. So please join in with us. And Sherry says, gotta go. Well, we're just wrapping up anyway, Sherry. So so let me bring this back. And okay, so we're back. So there we go. We're back. So anyway, so that's all we really have for you today. We've been here almost an hour. Went longer than I thought it would. So, you know, it sounds like a lot. You can always go back, watch the video. You can pause it. You can have it open in one window. You can pause it. You can, you know, as you need to get through this. But I promise you, if you set up these systems, it's going to really help. And work the Daily 8 system because it's going to grow your business.
Yeah, definitely. The thing is, if you're going in and learning how to do all this is part of your training too. So you can get points of that on the Daily 8.
There you go.
You're learning how to grow your business and you're getting points to grow your business.
Well, if you're on this Facebook Live, you got a point already. That's today. Right. And then tomorrow, if you do one of the training videos and you work through it, you get another point. And if you're setting up your systems, you can get a point for that. So, you know, yeah, grow your business. Let's make 2020 our best year ever. Coronavirus or not. Let's rock this year and make it our best ever.
That's right. Yeah, and some more.
Okay, you guys. Karima says thanks and love you guys. Whoops. Love you too.
Thanks, Karima.
And Linda says she shared it with her team. Everybody is welcome. Linda, yes. I'm happy to have your team members on here. Make sure everybody gets in the online beauty biz group so that when we do recognition, everybody sees it there. And Linda, of course, if I recognize any of your team members, you might want to also shout out to them, you know, on my comments or whatever. But hey, thank you guys for being here. We will be back next Sunday, same time, same place. So have an amazing week, and we'll see you then.
Have a good week. See you next week, everyone.
Thanks, Sarah. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye. Bye.